he's won multiple World Cups before. He's won the World Games last year. So, yeah, super capable finals right here.
All right, so that is our top 9 who will be competing. Strong field, and they'll have to be strong because that men's route looks like a beast. Winding its way up the wall, making it much longer than the 15 meters of this lead wall.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing how it compares to the women's route. You know, obviously the women's route was quite powerful down low and sustained throughout, so it'll be interesting to see if there are more tricks on the guys' route or it's going by with like 1 minute attempts. Yeah, true. And then you have like 8 minutes to warm up, so that would be a bummer.
Yeah, you'd have to jog pretty quickly around.
Yeah, but all these guys are very experienced, so I'm sure they have like timed their warm-ups to perfection.
I'd be Linkin Park all the way, all the way.
Yeah, you gotta have your angsty time, for
exactly.
Sure.
All right, well, let's have a look at our men's wall, the men's route, I should say, on the lead wall. Same dimensions as before, 15 meters high, 10 meters overhanging. Starts on the green section. You can see how much it snakes throughout, finishing on the top. We sadly won't get to see men and women sharing that last hole, but the men hopefully will get it done for us. A jump at the beginning. Dynamic move there. I like these descriptions. No feet and paw, fingery small holds.
Yeah, that's what's going through all of the athletes' heads too, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Slippery.
Slippery.
Hard.
Oh, gosh.
Jump. Yeah. Super incredible boulder and outdoor climber in general, both on like the lead and bouldering side. So it's cool to see him still doing the comps and, yeah, doing quite well, of course.
All right, here he goes.
Yeah, this looks hard off the ground.
Yeah, it does, straight away. Quite awkward, you know, odd sequences. Goes up with the left, flicks the rope around his foot. It's the first time we get to see an athlete climbing on this as well. The set has described the bottom as hard, but for these guys, they'll feel more like jugs, but I'm not sure about that because that women's route was very full on.
Yeah, I don't think they ever feel like a jug, but they, yeah, I think that the movement just, you're able to recover faster than other movement, and to them, especially Alex, like I think that even though it looks like some of these moves are a little bit challenging, like I'm sure they're not taxing him too much.
Yeah, he's looking super confident as he crosses through. Good reading from him. But now he's almost got a drop sideways, kind of traverses over to the right. And he's going to have to jump over, but keeps the right foot nicely on.
Looks like that almost might have been intended as a double dyno. I'm not sure if other athletes will read it that way, but it was cool to, yeah, see him be able to static that. Seemingly easy.
Yeah, the safer method anyway.
Yeah. Really like that rest he got right there. He's quite a flexible climber and mobile.
He is. He reaches up to the pocket underneath the small roof, and this is where the angles change. Up towards the second of the slopers. I think the one on the left, well, he completely ignores it. It is chalked, but he doesn't use it as a handhold.
These slopers look bad. Nice.
Strong from Alex. And he gets a good knee bar in, or a knee scrub in. Take this moment to chalk because he now has to go from the far right of the wall over towards the middle.
Yeah, he's doing a good job of finding those rests, as you said, and you know, executing with them and using them efficiently.
Yeah, maybe that outdoor talent coming in here, finding rests and just judging sections. He's going to milk this a bit. Shakes out that right hand. Looks down at the clock. The athletes can see the clock. It points literally straight up at them.
It's interesting, this rest, like his left arm when he grabs it is, you know, bent, and he's like pulling in. So it looks like it lends itself to, yeah, being more of a right-handed rest than a left one. And that sometimes, you know, really plays into how well an athlete can recover.
All right, Alex is doing well here, nearing the top third of the route. Makes a high clip above his head, though. He's really going to have to stretch for that.
Yeah, this route really looks like an adventure. Nice. it's looking really calm and collected here.
Is it difficult for you to watch this and not... are you seeing how you would do sequences on this wall?
Maybe a little bit, but it's also super exciting to see how others can perform. And, you know, as I said before, like, it's a super talented men's field, and every time I, you know, watch a round like this, like, I'm always learning stuff from watching him, watching everyone else in the final too. So it's a treat.
Alex with a very high left foot makes another good clip, and he's nearing the last part of this yellow and black section. Right foot locked underneath in the heel, into the pinches, bumps the right hand and gets another heel. Route setters playing with these black volumes to create even more 3D likeness on this wall.
Yeah, looking quite strong here.
He's looking very, very good.
He's an athlete that's 4 days on right now, so it's cool to see him still fighting really hard and able to perform.
Oh, falls on the left hand. I haven't seen him climb since Morioka in Japan last year for the combined competition. So either not being selected or not choosing to compete in the boulder.
Yeah, I think he was top 10 in the lead circuit last year, so it's impressive. Like, the Japanese have a whole like lead contingency, which is making finals right now, which is really cool. So just focusing on the lead season and not the combined, whereas you know, I would say the majority of athletes this year are focusing on both.
He is about to get underway. Makes sure of the left hand and launches up into the green section. Coming up to 8:50 here in Innsbruck. My name is Matt Groom. I'm joined by Jesse Gruper in the commentary box from Team USA.
Hello, hello.
Great to have your insights as we watch Satone climbing. Blocked crimp, you have to be accurate. Like Alex did, just being very precise with his moves, reading it well. Those dots on his arm, by the way, they are titanium or some kind of metal that a lot of athletes used last season. I got many, many questions about this. It's sort of who knows if science or psychology plays a part in those things, but we do see quite a few athletes use them.
Yeah, I've always thought they're for antiperspirant, but, you know, I think rumors
yes, exactly.
have been spread.
Crosses over, and different from Alex. Alex did it very statically. Satone used the swing and momentum to pull him round.
Yeah, I think Alex still was able to do it dynamically. He just yeah, maybe started the motion a little bit more dynamically to begin with.
Okay, Satone rests for a sec, chalks up, and then carries on. Ooh, cuts loose with the feet, but then gets the toe in.
Nice. Yeah, and these are the holds that actually were in the bouldering final. So or have been in bouldering final. So yeah, definitely not easy grips out there.
Not at all. And he's not. Oh, now he's using the Alex knee. The Alex knee. He's using the knee bar that Alex used.
Yeah, it doesn't look as comfortable for him, I would say. He's using his right knee, and I think Alex uses his left.
Yeah, it doesn't look quite as locked in. Alex took a long time here, and you can see the knee moving around. Alex's knee just didn't move when he had it in position.
Yeah, and coming out of that rest a little bit faster than Alex as well.
Yeah, plenty of time. Clock's on the bottom right of your screen. The athlete has to click the final quick draw before that finishes.
Yeah, I think Alex was actually around 2 minutes by this point. Usually he's a very fast climber, but it seems like Satone is moving, yeah, even more quickly, which is cool.
Yeah, he's motoring through this, but he tried to make this clip and then decided not to. Went for the different position. That looks easier. And then gets a heel where the setters definitely didn't want him to get a heel. They blocked it. And he's perhaps regretting not resting earlier because he wanted something back there.
Yeah, I think he was trying to figure out if he could take another rest before coming into this top of the wall.
Still climbing it powerfully.
Yeah, still looks strong.
And he's moving really quickly. And you do tend to see this at the beginning of the lead season that athletes are maybe in bolder shape and I asked a few of them what their tactics were, and they just said, I'm going to climb as quickly as possible.
Yeah, and I think that he's one that, you know, has been just focusing on the lead season, unlike Alex. So he's been able to, you know, kind of take time to really be able to train like recovery, and, you know, it seems like it's paying off like on this ball right now, for sure.
Yeah, he's approaching Alex. His high point falls with the left cross through. Being calm and collected, a man used to the pressure. I mean, there is no bigger stage than the Olympic stage where he won gold.
Not too bad.
It's all right, isn't it? And of course, speed has been dropped. Well, not dropped, sorry, separate discipline in the next Olympics. And I think for a lot of the lead and boulderers, they will be happy with that decision.
For sure.
Did you do much speed training along the way?
I did once for collegiate nationals. Yeah.
Were you good?
It was pretty fun. I was excited with the improvement over time. I wouldn't say that I'm good compared to any of the other athletes out there, but or at least on the world stage. But it was a lot of fun.
Alberto with the heels in. Green shoes matching the green holds.
Yeah, color coordination is everything.
It's important. It really is. I consider the wardrobe. Or they consider the wardrobe. All right, right foot out. Drills it in. Presses with the left shoulder.
Nice.
There's the Olympic rings. You can see them hiding around the corner of his arm. The Anyas are on her right ankle. Good route reading and easily through this part. And will we see method number 3 here?
So many methods.
Someone sent Alana a mathematical breakdown of how many moves, how many possibilities there were on a boulder the other day. Oh, big swing from Alberto.
Yeah, so smooth. He's quite powerful as well.
Yeah, trained a lot with Adam Ondra back in the day. Right hand sticking on the sloper, and he's coming up to the first possible rest. Brings the right leg up, left in, and he immediately gets the left knee bar. It'll be interesting to see if the rest of the Japanese athletes have read that the same way as Satone did, or whether they've changed things, because Satone did not see this.
Yeah, sometimes I think that you know, the Japanese athletes, either because of a language barrier or because there are so many of them, kind of like can you know, just like sequence with one another, and then the Europeans might or whoever else is in finals might also have their own contingency. So it can be interesting, like how they come up with certain betas.
Yeah, we saw the Korean team in the semi-final misread a sequence down low yesterday.
Yeah, that's really rough when that happens, when your whole team kind of makes the same mistake.
Yeah, hard for us as well, because you know that they might be doing it wrongly.
Yeah, it's kind of like a blueprint, I would say. Like, I think when you're on the wall, like, you're still looking for other alternatives and other solutions. And I think that's really important to lead climbing as a game overall. Not that you're just, committing to the same sequence, but it's also important to keep moving and trust yourself on the wall.
All right, so Alberto
nice.
hits the 3-minute mark on the clock.
Yeah, also getting here faster than I would say like Alex did. I think there might have been some blood on that hold, actually.
Yeah, blood not meant to be there. I wonder where that's come from. It was Alberto or someone before. It's harder to call someone down for a blood thing when they're up on a lead wall. Alberto rocks up on that right heel. Fumbles the clip the first time, gets it the second, and shakes out.
Yeah, I really think these quick shakes up here are going to be everything.
Oh, hesitation there. The right foot moved and bobbled for a sec.
This is a move I think Satone struggled with.
He did, yeah, crossing through to this.
Oh,
the foot goes.
Not sure if they'll give him the plus there. With his body.
Start crowdfunding.
Right.
Get someone funded.
Yeah, I feel like they should. Like,
yeah, definitely.
Add a little bit or something.
Come on, guys, get your wallets out.
Consolation prize.
Yes. All right, Mejdi is on.
Yeah, so Mejdi, I think, you know, he had a really successful start of the bouldering season, and did a few comps and then stepped away from them in order to pursue lead. So obviously paid off for this final, and it'll be interesting to see, you know, if he can keep it up.
All right, here we go. He has taken some time away to work on his lead. His teammate Alberto missing from this comp. She's choosing to go away. And we have seen athletes picking and choosing events this year as we build up towards the World Champs in Bern, beginning of August, which is coming frighteningly close now, just not a bit away.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Mejdi in the corner, reaches up to the first of the pockets.
Yeah, and I think this final you're really seeing that decision of what comps to do really paying off, like him not doing the bouldering round so that he can have a slightly better lead round, hopefully. I think, you know, has worked out. And I think it is like a very tactical decision, like which comps you're doing, and it's part of the game of this season.
Absolutely is. Everyone wanting to qualify for the Olympics, and that World Champs is the first opportunity to do that. And double points as well for Continental.
For sure. Yeah, it's definitely when you want to peak, I think.
Big swing, but he loves those kind of moves and makes it look simple.
For sure.
Up into the pocket. Up to the slopers.
Little foot slip there.
Foot slip, but he gets that left in. I do wonder why they chalk that left volley. Maybe it's a bit of a red herring.
Yeah, I'm not sure either.
It seems no one's even gone near it. It's just a toe hook.
For sure. Sometimes I feel like there's just chalk on a hold and they don't take it off, but yeah, hopefully, usually setters wouldn't do that. I do think one thing to note, like I think that setters have started trying to add in more dynamic moves, or you know, like a bouldering move here or there, and I think it's always interesting to me because even though like it might look cool to the crowd, you kind of like have to give them a better hold to either jump to or jump off of, which leads to a rest that you're seeing right here. So I think like, you know, it's exciting, but I think also like it's exciting to see people continually get pumped and maybe not rest. So I think there's like a definitive drawback to adding in moves like that.
Yeah, I hadn't thought of that. It's a good point, yeah, because if you're jumping around, you need it a bit bigger. We just saw a shot of Helen there. Oh, Mejdi cuts loose. That will have cost him a little bit of energy.
Yeah, but he's looking really strong too.
He is. Always exciting to see him climb. Look at that one arm drop down. The crowd love that.
Yeah. Awesome.
I often know the shots that are going to be on an IFSC Instagram page, and I think that one might be on it. Oh, but just as he swings out, doing a bit of his own style here. Micro shakes, but he's approaching the first real crux of this route.
Yeah, it's impressive he's able to rest here. I know other athletes sort of have like tried to find a good position, so it's cool that he's able to get a couple shakes there.
Left hand on the pinch.
Yeah, and even though he was like sort of jumping around there before, like I think he looks like he kind of calmed down for this section in order to execute up here. Well, let's see if he can do this move.
He slid the right toe out to catch himself.
Nice. Oh,
he falls there too.
Same move. Wow. I also think he might be the only finalist who was also in the bouldering final. So, you know, that's extra skin, that's extra energy. Qualifiers was at 8 a.m. in the morning, the day after finals, which finished at around like 10 p.m. So I don't know what number he went, but, you know, it definitely wasn't much sleep of a night. And I hope he, has recovered and able to show his best out here.
I saw Brooke's Instagram. She was cycling into ISO at like 6 in the morning or something.
Yeah.
Early start.
Yeah, I was second on my route, and it was definitely a pre-6 wake-up call there. So, yeah.
All right, here we go. Sorato takes his time, rests at the beginning, just make sure he's chalked up and ready.
I've heard the word sticky be used a lot for describing his style, for sure.
Yeah, I got told that. And once you've been told that, you can't see it, you know?
Yeah. He puts his hand on and it doesn't move.
Yeah, once he's touched it, that's it.
Yeah.
Alright, makes the clips. So the crowd are asked to cheer. They do. It really is absolutely packed down in the stadium.
Yeah, definitely pretty cool that, you know, like someone who's nearly half Alex's age is, you know, competing in the same final and, you know, could outpace him in some way.
Yeah, you do feel like there's a bit of a changing of the guard at the top level at the moment. Having said that, Jakob is out soon, and it's definitely...
For sure. Yeah, at the same time, like, I think it is an older final, for sure, than, like, some of the bouldering ones.
All right, so Sticky Sorato sticks well. Look at that swing. Kept his legs together, controlled it. High left toe hook, that's clever.
And we saw Alex with the high right toe hook. Looks like the high left one also works.
Yeah, it's kind of begging out for it, isn't it? They're good toes there. Using the rubber on top of the shoes. And that left foot just has not moved. It's got a pocket. It feels like the first half of this route is a case of not over gripping, not getting pumped, saving yourself for the middle section.
Crazy that he's resting right before there. Nice.
Oh, he needs to get a foot up. For a moment, he battled. He'll make the clip, and I think he's going to lock the knee, and he's seen it. No, he hasn't seen it yet.
Yeah, it's interesting, like, different body sizes kind of fit into rest differently. Like, I think that for Alex, maybe it was pretty convenient to keep that knee, but for him, maybe it's not needed. Maybe he's not even that tired right now.
It's outrageous to think about. Yeah, he looked comfortable in that straight arm position on it, didn't really need the knee. But look, he's resting in interesting places, always with the toes, choosing every opportunity to shake out.
Yeah, it's true. I think it's always interesting, like, what athletes decide to use, like, toes, heels. Kind of shows to your strengths.
Right, Sorato crosses underneath. Right hand in the pocket, and everyone knows what's coming, though. Holds the swing. Super exciting now. The sun gone, long gone. The spotlight picking him out. Up to the pinch with the right hand. Another pinch. Final series of crimson. This is where the athletes have really struggled so far. Swings again.
Cutting feet there.
Oh, and he misses the left as well. So the points all around 42 plus.
Then, and it's, yeah, really incredible to, yeah, see him bounce back from that ankle injury and be all the way back on a World Cup final.
I always think your style is quite similar to him, which is that I'm terrified the entire time he's climbing. Like, I just never know with either of you when you're pumped, when you're going to fall off, when you're absolutely fine.
I think he looks a little bit better than me, I would say. No. Yeah, but no, he's a really talented climber, and I think his style is, yeah, definitely conducive to mine as well, and I think we get along in that sense.
Yeah, it's just both of you can just grind out moves way past the point where you have any right to be still on the wall. It's incredible to watch both of you.
We earn our right.
You do, you really do. All right, Taisei is underway. You can see all of the athletes on our leaderboard stuck around that 42 point. Alex just ahead.
I think he's usually actually an athlete who, you know, maybe like performs the best in a final. You know, there have been several times when he like came out kind of low down in a final and then came back pretty fast. So really interested to see like how he, yeah, can perform here.
What's he like at bouldering? Do you know?
I only think he competed in Morioka, and I think he did okay. I think I want to say he made the semis at least there. I would have to check though.
Yeah, I'll have a little look. No, I just wondered if you'd ever bouldered with him.
Yeah, that was the only time, and I was impressed for sure.
Yeah, he was 6th in Morioka. Yeah, doesn't really tend to do any boulder comps. I'm looking down his stat list now, it's all lead. 4th in the FISU Games, which was the University Championships last year for boulder.
Yeah, I think the Japanese team is just so stacked that even though he's so talented at lead, yeah, there just might not be a position for him.
Crazy, isn't it?
Boulders, yeah.
Well, the USA team pretty stacked as well. You guys have to fight for selection.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, interesting. Like mobility, I feel like is really playing a role in this rest. Athletes who might be a little bit more on the mobility side of things, like are able to get that toe and do a quick shake, like we saw with Sorato and Megos. So kind of interesting.
Taisei comes up towards the first rest, making sure of the feet.
Yeah, and you know, I think the past two athletes actually, each of them have slipped on those feet, so pretty smart of him to play it a little bit more careful.
Yeah, he's looking good. That's the heavily taped ankle. Brings the right up, and yeah, really depending. I think you're completely right about this rest. Although the knee looks from an observer like it's best to put it in, sometimes you just don't necessarily need it. I mean, he's using it, but sometimes just having the straight arm and the foot up
for sure
does enough.
Yeah, and he came second in the overall series last year, so definitely has a lot of experience on this stage. Knows what he's doing up there.
He does indeed.
Finding those rests and keep moving.
Yeah, he's going to have to find something special to get through that crux, because someone needs to sit on that nose. Someone,
we want
please.
to see it. Come on.
I just want to see someone sitting on it and waving at the crowd. Taisei crosses under, pops a foot, but holds on. I hope we saw Mejdi do that as well.
This is cool going feet first. And getting the clip.
Yeah, he made that look okay. And now he's got to do this drop down on that left arm, but he has the toe in as well. Oh, just casually unwinds. This is very different. He spins.
Yeah. Full campus there. I know Mejdi did that as well, but yeah, we haven't seen many athletes do a full campus.
No.
Off of those holds.
Taisei up the left now, into this pinchy part of the wall. All the holds similar.
Yeah, he's really talented at recovering off of these small shakes. So I think, like, even though he's looking a little bit tired, like, I think he'll be able to get it back, I think, and find a couple quicker shakes.
What do those micro shakes allow you to do? Like, what are you looking for in that moment?
I think it's a couple things. One is just sort of like lowering your heart rate, but two would also be, yeah, like taking a couple breaths for that heart rate, and then kind of just making your forearms feel a little bit better as well. You know, if they start getting pumped, just like doing that quick relaxation allows you to add a little bit more tension later on.
He's been doing lots of them, so let's hope he's got something back here. Out into the pinches again, and this is where everyone else has started to suddenly really focus, because things get hard here.
Definitely looking a little tired, but
he is looking a bit tired.
And I think he's really been a good, yeah, sort of like leader in that respect. Like, I think he's always like really friendly with like other teams, and you know, able to give back and not like, you know, just wanting to win every comp.
Yeah, he's a climber's climber, Alex.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, like I think that's what is distinct for this sport versus other ones in a lot of ways.
Yeah, very, very.
I'm sure he'd be excited to win too, but you know.
Yeah, well, he wants people to do their best. Yeah, he wants to beat someone climbing at their absolute limit, because then you've won properly. Yeah. Seeing everyone slip off is...
Exactly. Yeah, or if everyone like tops because the route is too easy.
Exactly.
Like that. Yeah.
You want to earn it.
Right.
Here's Masahiro. He gets going. He's another one who hasn't competed since Morioka in Japan.
Yeah, also top 10 in the series ranking last year. So
yeah, he's got lots of potential. He was second in Jakarta last year in last year's sweaty comp.
Yeah, I think he also podiumed at the World Games as well. Yeah, very strong climber. Very confident too.
Second in World Games. Well, we know by now that the bottom, apart from if they make a mistake, should be okay. It's just keeping it together for those black volumes up high. Who can break through there, challenge Alex for the top?
We got a couple coming.
We do, yeah. So we have, this is Masahiro, and we've got Jakob Schubert and Sascha Lehmann. Two very popular climbers out. But right now, Masahiro is going to make a play for the podium. Mejdi in bronze, Sorato silver, Alex gold. These things stand in a wild swing there.
Yeah, that was a cool foot kick. sometimes that's hard to add into a dynamic move like that. But he tends to climb, I think, like quite powerful, and I think that's something he, at least looking at like the semifinals and some of the qualifiers this year, like I think he's really been able to control like both being able to do those more dynamic moves in an uncontrolled way, and then coming back and being able to rest, which hopefully we'll see after this move. Nice.
Jump to the shoulder press. It's the right foot up. Shaking out hard. I think I'm as interested in how they're resting as how they're climbing the route. I find it really interesting.
Yeah, it's pretty cool that, you know, it almost looks like everyone has a different kind of rest position that's their favorite.
I think Alex used it the longest. Like, he was there for a while.
Yeah. Yeah, I think, like, by the time he got to the black jibs, he was at, like, 2 minutes, and I think a lot of the other athletes are moving a little bit faster.
Yeah, Masahiro doesn't use it that long. Swap the leg a couple of times. And again, this clip's been done a few different ways, too. Oh, really having to fight. And he gets the high heel in, and I think he's going to drop down before making the clip.
Yeah, keeping those feet on.
Oh, he's swinging for a sec.
Yeah, sometimes it's hard to aim for those swinging draws for sure.
Yeah, because it's long. That swing, if you do miss it. What's that? What was he standing on there?
Yeah, just smearing on the wall, but making it look chill.
Holds the undercling.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
He's doing some wild stuff out here. All right, left hand on the pinch, bumps up to the next one. Okay, how much has he managed to save?
Wow, yeah.
I'm just imagining a car's petrol gauge, you know, like where is he on that? Is he full? Is he empty? Halfway?
He looks like he's fitting into this somewhat rest position pretty well.
Yeah, he'll shake out all he can. He's got to make that right clip, and he's going to do so with the high heel.
Getting the
double.
nice clip, yeah, that's smart.
It's good to see all the bolts blocked as well, but he slips. And I think he might be running out of that fuel gauge here.
Oh, nice.
Just on the left. Still
Very
on.
strong. Oh.
Then he falls.
Also not quite getting the plus either.
Into the very young, you know, they've grown up on these dynamic parkour style boulders that we can see, but lead, he's still super confident that he's got it. I mean, he does, he's so good at this.
For sure. Yeah, I think the like hold type has really changed the game for bouldering, and even though that's being presented in rope, I think still it's a fitness game, and you know, hopefully like the most resistant climber wins here still.
That's what you want. You want them to be fighting endurance and pump and everything else.
Yeah. Of course, great to have like a couple tricky moves here and there too, but yeah, always nice when people can put in a fight. And I think we've really seen that on this route, even though everyone's kind of getting to the same spot.
Yeah. We're seeing everyone battle. Jakob is he's climbing well, but he's taking his time through here.
Yeah, I bet he also knows that he can rest halfway through the route. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if we see him rest a little bit longer in that position. And I think it's okay, maybe in his mind, to like be a little bit more careful there, just so that you know, make it to the rest, be safe, and then you know, the rest will come. But
yeah,
not needing to maybe save as much energy by moving fast and potentially risking a slip.
Yeah, let's see if he has seen it, because it's coming up. He's got to get this done first, though.
Nice. Yeah, that looks so smooth. Maybe the most static that we've seen it.
Awesome from Jakob. Right. Matches, and here he's just taking a moment to shake out before committing.
It's pretty cool. We haven't seen anyone do this rest without a toe, so pretty neat. He's climbed on this wall a lot. They have like a lot of outdoor walls, or outdoor routes here normally when there's not a competition. So he knows this wall really well, and I kind of wonder if that's also, you know, nice to like be competing in your hometown.
Absolutely. I mean, everyone gets it if you've got a World Cup there. I mean, you guys had it in Salt Lake.
Yeah, but also just like knowing all the cracks and features of the wall changes, I think is an advantage in some way.
Yeah, it's a good point. And he'll know every angle change, won't he? Every screw hole.
Yeah. Nice, looking really smooth there.
Well, let's see if he can find this rest. And he immediately locks in the left.
Yeah, him and Alex often talk about beta, I would say, and I'm sure they were like psyched to see that knee bar.
Right, he thought about changing it, stays with the left. And interestingly, he's crimping that rest rather than, I think Alex was on the sloper like that.
Yeah, I think he's really trying to find a position where he can let both of his arms be straight. And there he goes, yeah.
Yeah, he's doing exactly as Alex did. So resting to let the clock tick down. I mean, he knows tops haven't been a thing, and therefore you might as well rest because it's it's likely that there's going to be a tricky sequence here coming up, so you might as well use it.
Yeah, I think he's also smart as far as like trying to move the foot as much as possible, trying to find the optimal position, and he definitely is a person who knows how to rest.
Right, wow. Jakob. Well, the most dramatic music in the background.
I wouldn't want that on my rest, I have to say.
No.
Sometimes I feel like I climb with the music, so the more intense it gets, it's almost like, okay, I need to climb faster now.
Do you hear it? I was going to ask.
Yeah, for sure. I try to tune it out as much as possible, but like a beat drop like what just happened is hard to ignore.
Yeah, because I find it affects me in the commentary box. I never know if it's the athletes as well when you climb. Jakob makes the clip from the heel.
Yeah. He's just, incredible on crimps, I would say, so that probably did feel like a jug to him.
And that heel as well, I can't believe he can get a heel in.
Getting the foot up really high. That's interesting.
Oh, yes.
We haven't seen any athletes do that yet.
No, he's got, look at
finding a rest, yeah.
This is such good climbing from Jakob.
Yeah, that was really smart.
But is it showing the fact he's tired, the fact he's having to find these rests? But look at that rotation as he gets the heel in.
Yeah, I think sometimes it's just like a reset. Like it's not even like you're necessarily super tired. You just are like, okay, I know this next section is going to be hard and there aren't going to be rests, so let me take advantage of the rest that I have right here.
He gets the heel underneath.
Yeah. Interesting, yeah, not getting any quick shakes there, but maybe he doesn't need it. All right, there we go.
Yeah, here the micro shake start because this is it. This is the sequence, left hand.
Wow.
And he's in 8th, and he could move to 1st in just a couple of holds.
Yeah. Not being that quick quite yet.
He wants to bring that right foot up.
Oh, wow. Nice.
He falls on 42.
I think he'll get the plus, though.
All right, Sascha Lehmann is out, and crowd favorite. He hasn't had the best of Boulder seasons. In the top 30 in Innsbruck the other day. Seoul 60th, but it's lead where we love to watch him go. He was 16th in Jakarta, 6th in Edinburgh, but 2nd in Copper.
Yeah, so even though he competed in bouldering, since he didn't make the semis, he was able to have a rest day right before this competition started, and that is a big benefit, I would say, compared to Alex and Jakob. And he was looking really strong in the semis yesterday.
He was,
yeah. A lot of confidence.
And fresh as well.
Yeah, he's our last hope for the elephant trunk.
Please, someone sit on it.
Please.
Otherwise, Jesse's going to have to climb it after dark, and it will be highly illegal, and he might get arrested. We don't want that.
Don't make me do anything illegal, Sasha. Come on.
All right, here we go. Again, we have a tune change to rank up the tension. He's looking to get above Alex's 44 plus. Jakob Schubert on 42 plus, but because of countback, he's ahead of Sorato, who's in bronze, also on 42 plus. I said yesterday, it depends on what kind of Sascha turns up, and yesterday Sascha really turned up, and every now and again he can have a moment, so I'm nervous when I watch Sascha climb.
For sure. Yeah, and I think you could hear Alex in the background cheering for him. Once again, I think he wants everyone to be able to do the best, even if it costs him the gold there. Yeah,
well, Alex was greeting Jakob and watching him on stage. He was standing up, giving a big hug until a couple of seconds ago. So Alex getting behind everyone.
Nice.
Straight into the heel.
Yeah. Pretty cool to see a heel. I don't think anyone's used a heel there. Only toes so far, so finding his way.
Exciting stuff. Can anyone knock Alex off up into the pocket? slopers.
You can see that left hand sliding. Nice.
Good work from Sascha. Now we know the key is milking this rest.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely like a little taxing for him on that lower section. Maybe he's just a little bit nervous.
Yeah, breathes out. He does get a bit nervous sometimes, and when he does, you can see it affect him.
But I also think that like having a rest in the middle to kind of calm down, breathe a little bit, I think will only help him. I didn't want to say it before, but I think it's really impressive that all 9 guys were able to get through those pretty challenging sections.
What we're seeing just now, by the way, is where he needs to get to. We're just past that.
Yeah, moving a little faster through that rest, but he's also one that can do quick shakes and get a lot back.
Oh, he's very stretched out here, though. Makes it work and kicks from the right hand. All right, Sascha gets going. Onto the pinches, all important here.
Yeah, moving nice and efficiently through these sections for sure. Maybe doesn't like that hold. Nice.
Right, up to the pinches, here we go. Sascha Lehmann, head flicking as he tries to see the next hold.
Yeah, great to be able to get a couple shakes right here.
He looks pretty casual as he looks down at the clock. Jakob and Alex sitting next to each other. They can see Alex shouting up.
Yeah. He's a very distinct yell.
Sascha nearing the position now, but he's still in 9th. This is what's mad about this final.
Nice.
But looking solid now,
Here's
really able to work. Cutting loose with the left heel in, reaches
yeah,
through.
There we go.
And the crowd behind him immediately losing to second position. Now this
this is it.
This is it. This is where Alex fell. Can Sascha do it?
Oh.
Well, he touches it. So currently he's on 40. There has been some strategic lighting decisions gone on here. Sascha Lehmann, 44 plus. Alex Megos, also 44 plus, but due to comeback, he will be bumped down to second place. Alex being first out. Jakob Schubert with 42 plus. And that 42 plus, well, look how many athletes got there or thereabouts. All the way down to Satone Yoshida in 6th. Masahiro Higuchi, 42. Alberto, 42. And Taisei Homma, last place with a 40 plus, but coming back from a really nasty injury. So just good to see him out here on this stage.